All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much, Joshi, for the 85 months of Tier 3. That is a lot of Tier 3, so thank you very much for the continued support and the best of luck and hugs. That's 19 different hug emotes. That's kind of wild. Also, thanks for the good luck, Sawyer Twitch, Jules, Camdog, and Tommy Earl. And thank you very much, Aghast Crane, for the 8 months of Prime. Do appreciate your continued support as well. Thanks for the good luck, Harune. Thanks for the good luck as well, Fisalino. But yeah, so I am kind of tired, but that's okay. Surely we can not die to Morpheal this time. Also, thanks for the good luck, Douglas. Thanks for the good luck as well, Cantaloupe. Also, hello, Vid and Jakaja, and thanks for the good luck, Cat Dad. As far as the tournaments go, I have my next Wind Waker randomizer match set of games next week. And for Twilight Princess randomizer, I still don't have my next opponent. I probably won't until, like, the beginning of August, I don't think. Also, wow. The gate did not want us to succeed there. But yeah, I'm excited for the match against Advo also. I'm sure it will be a good one. Welcome to... We try to gate clip, but the gate doesn't want us to clip. Except for when I say that it doesn't want to. Also, that was probably way too early. Needed to pause much later. Also, hello, Rourke, and thank you for the good luck soup. Thanks for the good luck as well, Complex Milk. Aside from being tired, I would say that I am doing well. It'd be nice if the game would actually let me through the gate in a timely manner, though. Knock, knock. I can't answer the door right now, I'm speedrunning, so the knock knock will have to wait, I suppose. It's the police, and you have a warrant for my arrest for failing too many runs. I didn't realize you could get arrested for failing too many runs. Can you please point to me in the law where it says this? Also, thanks for the good luck, Howard Rivera. I just want to get through the gate. Also, thanks for the good luck, villain. Have a suspect resisting. Well, I'm going to continue speedrunning, despite this predicament. I think we should finally have... Yeah, there we go. We did it! Only took 10 minutes. So thanks for the good luck, Cowcat. Hopefully Howard is indeed nice today. Or I guess more specifically that there are simply no Howards when we go to herd goats. Yeah, with streaming to YouTube, the VODs do just automatically get put on YouTube. Which is kind of convenient. As far as I know, YouTube is never going to delete them at Twitch. Also, thank you very much, Guin Terran, for the 29 months of Prime. And thank you very much, Asher, for the 45 months of Prime. Thank you for the good luck as well. Will I dye my hair pink if you hit a 1,000-month sub? And I think I've said before that I will dye my hair pink if we ever hit 50,000 concurrent Twitch subscribers, so that is my current stipulation. If we want my hair dyed pink. Also, thanks for the good luck Hylian pizza. Your hair is pink, so you'll help me out? Alright, excellent. Once it happens, I'll know who to contact. Also, thanks for the good luck, Moogle Knight. Thanks for the good luck as well, Bloobs. Ah, that's not a great direction for that goat to go. Or really for any of those goats to go. It just kind of sucks. Alright, well, surprisingly, this was not terrible, but... The main differences in the run now compared to 6-ish years ago? I guess... Biggest one is... I think just still displacement clipping? With the biggest individual use being on Pogate skip. We also, or at least the optimal route doesn't do pillar clip anymore, but instead gets into lake bed by spawning into Lake Hylia on a lair that doesn't have the water and just going into the entrance with a bomb boost that you can just do because there's no water. Also, hello, Brandon Lockett. And thanks for the good luck, Power Metal Dev. Also, thank you, Bo, for standing still and doing nothing. I appreciate you. One slap. And alright, only one slap of time loss on Bo. Yeah, there's also a consistent setup for doing Erolfos skip that Doesn't involve having to aim extremely precisely. I mean, I guess, like, it still ultimately, like, requires you to aim precisely, but you don't have to do it manually. We also skipped the Stallard boss fight by clipping through the gate to activate the loading zone at the, like, end of the room. But yeah, having to manually aim the claw shot was pretty difficult to do consistently. Nice box breaker. So thanks for the good luck, Tiago. Seeing a lot of the top 10 times in any percent were set in the last couple months. Yeah, I mean, that's because displacement clipping was found, like 5.5 months ago. And displacement clipping has saved, like, 3 minutes in the any percent speedrun, I think. But it's also not just saved 3 minutes, but it's, also significantly improved the consistency, specifically of Arbiter's Grounds. So, in addition to times going down just because of, like, the new displacement clips, times also tend to go down even further when things become more consistent. That usually results in less resetting. You're gonna be a top 500 times soon. Yeah, I mean, I believe it. Are there really that many times on the TP leaderboard? I guess I've never checked to see how many total there are. $256 any percent runners. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that makes sense. I guess there's probably, like, if you include obsolete runs, that probably jumps up to, like, at least 500. Like, if you include every time that has ever been submitted to the any percent leaderboard. Even if it's from, like, the same runner, right? Also, thank you very much, Jerby, for the Prime subscription. Thank you for the good luck as well. Do I hold the record still? I mean, I've never held the record for this category, so... no. If you're talking about, like, Twilight Princess HD, I do still have the Any% in all dungeons records for HD, yeah. Oh, really? I know. Well, guess we're getting a Blue Rupee cutscene. Why GameCube over other versions? I mean, each version is, like, kind of its own speedrun. Like, the GameCube speedruns are different from the Wii speedruns, which are different from the HD or Wii U version speedruns. The GameCube version is the fastest of the three, except for glitchless, where HD is fastest, but also has different rules, so it's not exactly a fair comparison, but... What? How did I miss one? Yeah, that was weird. But, like, for any %, all dungeons at 100% in GameCube is, like, the fastest of the three. But I've done a lot of speedruns for both GameCube and HD before, and right now I'm just focusing on GameCube. Also, yeah, the Wii version is only, like, I think, like, 4 or 5 minutes behind GameCube for any %. Also, thanks for the good luck, apes. Thanks for the good luck as well, Jacob the Poe. I think PC port would take over playing emulation if it's ever authorized. I mean, probably not. Dusklight does have its own speedrun leaderboard, but I don't think it would ever be put on the same leaderboard as, like, the base, like, or, like, the original console, because, its loading times are significantly faster, and it has less lag and whatnot, so you can't really fairly compare the two. That was too far over. Also, probably didn't wait quite long enough. Well, second try. Yeah, because we never complete Farron Twilight, Farron just stays in Twilight the whole run. Even during the credit sequence, it's still in Twilight, which is kind of funny. Well, yeah, I mean, like, generally, like, the PCs that people are using these days are modern enough that, there's not going to be any, like, significant difference in loading times between different PCs. Because at least, like, I'm pretty sure the, like, the Dusklight speedrun leaderboards, like, essentially require you to not have any, like, you know, texture modifications or different character models or anything. So it's not like your computer has to load, like, an insane amount of data or anything. Also, thanks for the good luck ace. There are a few people doing, like, runs of Dusklight, but generally, I don't think any, like, current top runners have any plans of, like, switching over to Dusklight in any way. Yeah, G's was doing 100% on Dusklight. Yeah, you do have to kill at least one puppet for the second and third cycles of the Skull Kid fight. If you want him to try and toot his horn again. I mean, the kind of thing that I would be worried about for, like, trying to get the, like, trying to switch the culture of speedrunning to, like, use PC ports or something like that is that, like, Nintendo could decide to just be Nintendo one day and be like, hey, we're sending this PC port a cease and desist, right? And, like, if that happens, then it's kind of like, well, okay, SRC probably wouldn't want to host a leaderboard for it anymore. And that would probably dissuade people from wanting to play on it. But, like, obviously, Nintendo can't do that for people just playing the game as intended on a console, so... Well, right, like, the PC ports as they currently exist don't include any copyrighted material. Right? So, like... in theory, Nintendo should not be able to do something like that, but... like, even if Nintendo shouldn't be able to do something like that, if they did just send a cease and desist to any of the ports, like, I don't think any of the ports are gonna try to fight that, because I don't think any of us exactly have the money to try to go to court with Nintendo. A good day, haha. And hello, Acacia Grove. All good men. Ah, yes. Oh my goodness. You're new to speedrunning and you tried out the Gale Boomerang jump glitch things in Forest Temple, and it kind of freaked you out a bit. Yeah, I mean, Link does move very fast when you do Boomerang long jump attacks. Really? I didn't collect that green rupee? Also, yes, J. Delius, there are, I think, quite a few people who use the streams as a way to fall asleep. 1, 2, 3, 4. So thank you very much, Z-Linky, for the 70 months of Tier 1. Thank you very much for the good luck. That's a lot of months. So thank you for the continued support of over 5 years. How did people even figure out this Twilight Princess Any % route? I mean, like, the current route as, or like, the route as it currently exists did not just, like, pop up out of nowhere, right? Like, routes usually are things that are iterated on slowly over time, over and over again. So, like, you know, when the game first came out, the route was pretty close to how you would normally go through the game, but then, you know, someone discovered early Master Sword and was like, oh, well, now we can get the Master Sword early, and this has all of these different implications for how we can go through the game quicker. Right? And then someone discovered early City in the Sky, and they were like, oh, wow, now we don't have to do Temple of Time at all, because we can just go to City in the Sky instead. And then, you know, people find things where they're like, oh, if we do this, then we can get through the game faster than what the current route does, because doing this saves like 10 or 15 seconds, right? So it's basically just that happening over and over again. Also, thanks for the good luck of Bison Power. Thanks for the good luck as well, Kuro Dog. And also, hello, Silver Wolf Alpha. Okay, yeah, I accidentally misjudged where I was there. Well, I guess this is slightly faster if we... No, actually, I don't think it's slightly faster if we miss Gorge Void, because now... I think that's only if you, like, go into the trigger directly. But hopefully we don't miss Gorge Void. Also, thanks for the good luck CBD sound system. Well, so... like, damage from a jump slash does the same amount of damage as a quick spin does, or at least, like, one hit of a quick spin, so... like, doing the jump slash quick spin on Ook gets 3 hits in at the higher damage amount that the jump attacks and quick spins give. So, like, yeah, it is worth it to do jump attack quick spin on Ook. That was too early. Twilight Princess gets released on Nintendo Classics on Switch 2. How do I think the button mapping will impact the game's speedrun scene? I can't immediately think of, like, anything you would use button remapping for when speedrunning Twilight Princess, to be honest. Because, like, the only thing you use it for when speedrunning Wind Waker on Switch 2 is manual super swimming. And that's, like, a pretty extreme case. I wouldn't anticipate there really being any remapping that would happen if Twilight Princess was on NSO. I do think playing on NSO would be faster, though, assuming that, like, none of the glitches are patched, but if Twilight Princess does go on NSO, I would kind of expect, or at least think there's a possibility that map glitch would potentially be patched if they use the Japanese GameCube version as, like, the base for every other version. Is it hard to set up a capture card for 3DS? I mean, doing it yourself is difficult if you don't have any soldering experience, because essentially the way that capturing a 3DS works is you have to install a capture board onto your 3DS. But there's a couple services out there that will do it for you, but it is pretty pricey. And also, I think they only do, like, new 3DS XLs currently. Like, so, essentially the way it currently works is, like, you pay $200 or so for a capture board and, like, the installation service. And then you send off your 3DS to, like, the person who's running the service just via mail, and then they send it back to you once they're done. Well, yeah, originally there were services for, like, the older 3DS models, but I know that, for instance, Loopy right now only has, like, new 3DS XL ones that he sells. I'm not sure which ones Delfino Customs currently sells, other than that, like, they definitely do 3DS XL. Well, I mean, currently, as far as I'm aware, the only option is to send in your own. The services did used to also offer an option of, like, if you want, we will, like, purchase a new system, put a capture board on it, and then send it over to you. But as far as I know, they don't do that anymore because you can't really get, like, new systems for cheap. Or at least for, like, a reasonable price. Not that getting a 3DS was ever really, like, cheap, but... Well, yeah, it is true that you can also, like, stream your, like, 3DS wirelessly to your computer with homebrew software, but the unfortunate problem with doing that as far as speedrunning goes is that doing so requires, like, unlocking the additional caches on the new 3DS models, which ends up speeding up load times in games. Because most games don't actually take advantage of those, but if you turn those on, then your run usually doesn't become valid on most speedrun leaderboards. Know that OOT3D and MM3D have switched to having like a standard and a non-standard board, where like on the non-standard board you can use emulator or like use the like wireless streaming capture method, which also unfortunately doesn't have like the best quality, just because it requires your 3DS to send video data wirelessly all like constantly. The difference in routes in this game between, like, the USA, European, and JP versions is generally pretty minor, but, like, for the most part, the European version is exactly the same, except if you're playing on French, you can technically skip, having to collect 300 rupees and instead do the sequence that repairs the cannon for free. So thank you very much, Ted Boy, for the 73 months of Prime. What's for dinner? I don't know. I have not thought that far ahead. Also, hello, Nintendo. Well, hopefully this works. I was inching down really well and then suddenly went way too far. I don't think the French version is technically fastest. Because the sequence to, like, despite not having to get rupees, you do lose time just doing the sequence that allows you to repair the cannon without rupees. Because you have to, like, attempt to repair the cannon, have Fire say, oh, actually, you don't have enough money, and then go back and talk to him again, which takes time. And generally, the rupee collecting in this run doesn't take that long, so... So thank you very much, Nat, for the 91 months of Tier 1. It's 99 Fahrenheit where you are. Well, it's definitely not 99 Fahrenheit here. Thank you very much, Nat, for the continued support and for the good luck. I do appreciate you. And yeah, that's gonna be a reset. We lost a lot of time because we missed Gorge Void, which cost us about a minute. And we also messed up Rupee Roll the first time we tried it, which... I'm not sure how much of a time loss that is, but it's not good. And my PB got both of those tricks, so... yeah. It's doing a backflip there. I mean, if you don't know what to look for, missing Gorge Void might not be particularly obvious because it doesn't really look like anything went wrong. It just kind of looks like a cutscene played as it normally does. (112 Fahrenheit where you are in Arizona? Yeah, that do be Arizona. Ow, I did that in the wrong order, darn it. How is that livable? Well, with the wonders of modern air conditioning, you just don't go outside very much. Arizona is also very dry, so the heat is not as bad as it would be if it were humid. Compared to a place like the East Coast of the US. So, hello, Paint No Illusion. Yes, I did do a run at SGDQ. I ran Wind Waker Randomizer co-op with Tomomodachi. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, in Arizona, it's required by law that, like, all buildings must have air conditioning in some form. At least I think that's the case, but... So yes, everyone in Arizona essentially does have air conditioning. Alright, 358 cage break. You remember being in Mexico and it was 100+ degrees Fahrenheit and it felt kind of comfortable, but 85 in New York sucks because humid. Yeah, the humidity kind of does make a pretty big difference. Like, growing up in Southern California, and, like, having occasionally experienced temperatures of, like, you know, 100+ degrees, I was always like, well, yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks for it to be, like, over 100 degrees, but it's, like, not ultimately that bad. Because at least, like, in, like, middle and high school, you know, like, I would occasionally have to ride my bike somewhere when it was, like, 100 degrees or something. Not for, like, very long, right, but for, like, 10 or 15 minutes or so. I was like, well, this doesn't seem too terrible. And then, you know, I would see people complaining about the fact that it was, like, 85 degrees somewhere else, and I was like, is 85 degrees really that bad? And then I experienced heat with humidity for my first time, and I was like, oh yeah, this is actually pretty bad. I can see why people don't like it when it's 85 degrees and humid now. Was it uphill both ways? I mean, there were some hills. I guess not really. There were, like, a few inclines. But no, like, hills, really. Ow, really, Bo? Bo, what are we doing? Are the hills alive with the sound of music? No, I think you have to go to Austria for that one. And specifically find Julie Andrews singing on a hill somewhere. Oh. No. Oh, why would you do this? Really? Oh my goodness. Bo! What is happening? Man, that was awful. Unfortunately, means we reset. No, Bo is more or less completely RNG. And you cannot influence the RNG at all. Also, thanks for the good luck Fox starts. I only ever played Kirby Air Ride a single time. In, like, 2017, I think? And I do not really remember what any of the vehicles were, so I don't think I have a favorite vehicle. Alright, 402 cage break. Alright, Warren, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching today. Sorry, Crystal, there were no Howards this time. So thanks for the best of luck in DV Studios. Alright. Good bow RNG for the first phase. I don't believe the youngins are in Kakariko now. At the very least, Colin and Ilya are just at the Orden Spring. Darn it. Oh well. Not great, but... me, I miscounted there. No box breaker for me. That's interesting. I thought that first attack was not going to break it. How's my summer going? I'd say it's going pretty good. I got to go to GDQ and have a fun time, which is always a highlight of every summer. Okay. Good text skip. Good text skip there as well. Thanks for the good luck, Levikina. Darn it. I let Hugo get too close. Really? Ow. Unfortunate that we didn't save any time there. That's kind of my fault, so... Thanks for the good luck, it's Carly. Well, this speedrun is definitely difficult, but I wouldn't say it's really, like, RNG that's been, like, killing a lot of my runs. It's usually been, like, failing some trick that, just costs a lot of time to fail. That's been killing my runs. So thanks for the best of what, K-Room? Well, another second try EMS, I guess. Also, thanks for the good luck, KitKat. Yeah, both of those attacks were the same attacks from the Shadow Beast. Also, thanks for the good luck, Kafka. Tried to speedrun Skyward Sword and got stuck on the Ancient Cistern without the Dragon Scale. If you're specifically referring to, like, the all dungeons route, yeah, that kind of makes sense, because that trick is not particularly easy. Requires hitting the A button within a 2-frame window that has very awkward timing. Plus 25. Also, thanks for the good luck blue crystal. Plus 25 isn't actually that bad, it's just plus 25 over my current PB, which had a pretty good start. What's my favorite fire-type Pokemon? I don't know if I have a favorite fire-type Pokemon. I've never really thought very deeply about what my favorite Pokemon are, aside from just my favorite general Pokemon is Lucario. No, wait, I didn't get Boomerang. Darn it, I did the thing again. Thanks, muscle memory. Like, I guess as far as fire types go, I'd probably say either like Chimchar or Charmander, but I think that's probably because like those are some of the Pokemon that I usually like to play as in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Or I guess more specifically, in the original Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, I like to play as Charmander. In the subsequent ones, I like to be Riolu with a partner of Chimchar. Also, thanks for the good luck, Skunk Dog. I have an aversion to mainline Pokemon. I don't know if... I wouldn't say that I have an aversion, I just, like, don't particularly care about mainline Pokemon games. At least anymore. Because I liked playing them in, like, elementary and middle school, but... around the time Gen 5 came out, I played through Gen 5 and, like, didn't particularly like it as much as the previous gens, and also, like, my friends kind of also stopped playing Pokemon at the time, so I didn't feel like playing as much anymore either, to some degree because of that. Oh, thanks, Malmundo. Glad you enjoyed the SGDQ run. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that the Legends games are good. But I probably will not end up playing them. Just because, like, there's already a pretty big backlog of games that I would like to play at some point that I haven't gotten around to. I don't particularly feel like adding Pokemon to that list. Darn it.
What seat do you want?
Well, so I guess when I say backlog, it's not like I've bought a ton of games that I've never played. It's like there's games that I'm interested in playing that I simply have not gotten around to playing. I guess currently the only game that I like did actually buy and have not actually played is the new Star Fox game. Which I do want to play, but just haven't really found the time for it. I feel surprised that didn't work. That felt good. But, like, there's quite a lot of 3D Mario games that I've never played that I'd like to play at some point. There's also just, like, various other like games on Steam that I've heard people say good things about that I've never played. Because, yeah, I've never played Sunshine, Galaxy 1 and 2, or Odyssey. And, like, Donkey Kong Bonanza is another game that sounds like it would be fun to play. Like, even, you know, among first-party Nintendo titles, there's a lot that I have not played that I would like to play someday.
Last one.
Yes, Asher, I have heard of Outer Wilds before. I have played Outer Wilds, and it is my favorite video game. I've watched way too many other people play Outer Wilds, because that's how you get the most enjoyment out of Outer Wilds once you beat it, is by watching other people play it. What is my goal in this set of Twilight Princess runs? I don't know if I have a specific time goal. I just want to PB again by like a minute or two, I would say. Also, thanks for the good luck, Harrow. Thank you very much, Luna the Wolf, for the 9 months of Tier 1. Thank you very much for the continued support. I will not work towards trying to get the record in this category now. That would require doing a lot more practice and training, especially at the second half of the game. In the world can Outer Wilds be, of all the games, the highest percentage you hear people automatically make their favorite game? Because it's a good game. You'll have to play it for yourself if you want to see why. It might not be a game for you, but if it is a kind of game for you, you probably will like it quite a lot. Really? Well. Oh. So thank you very much, MW, for the 42 months at Tier 1. Thank you very much for the good luck. You appreciate the continued support. I assume BW2 means black 2, white 2, like the Pokemon game. This is not the right spot to stand. It's just not there. How did I confuse where to stand there? How am I confusing where to stand again? Supposed to stand right here, but I lost my visual cue, it seems. Alright, well, we will take a small break before starting the next attempt. You could never do speedrunning because you tried it with Banjo-Kazooie once and just didn't have fun. I mean, yeah, that's valid. Not everything is for everyone. If I had to live in any area of this version of Hyrule, where would I choose? I mean, Orden Village seems pretty peaceful. Probably do Orden Village. Also, thanks for the good luck lyric. Has there been any finding for speedruns since this game has been decompiled? I don't think the decompilation has, like, directly led to anything new being found, but it's led to, like, significantly better understanding of, for instance, how this game's collision works. So that, like, we have a pretty good understanding of, like, why displacement clipping works, for instance, when it was discovered earlier this year. Discover barrier skip. Well, don't think we're at a point yet where AI is even remotely capable of being able to discover new speedrun glitches. So thanks for the good luck, Exto. We'll apparently need it to bonk out of the gate in the correct direction. Well, displacement clipping doesn't work in HD because, like, the only reason displacement clipping works on GameCube and Wii is because, GameCube and Wii use the fast inverse square root algorithm for calculating square roots, whereas HD does not. And the slight inaccuracy on using the fast inverse square root algorithm essentially propagates up some calculations and allows for displacement clipping to work. Also, thanks for the good luck, Finesse God. Wearing a hoodie in July? I mean, yeah, but the AC is cranked up in the house that I'm in. Past a point that I would find comfortable to not wear a hoodie, so... So thanks for the good luck, Brandino. I mean, if you really wanted to, like, try and think of, like, ways for AI to actually find, like, useful speedrun glitches or something like that, like, you'd have to probably give it, you know, essentially the game's code base. Which obviously for most games is not something that's just available. And you would also have to feed it, like, essentially all of the game's, like, data, more or less. Like, I guess in theory you could be like, okay, here is all of the game's code, and also here is collision data for a specific map. Using both collision data and code, try to find something weird. But even that, I don't think it would end up being particularly great at. And would probably just hallucinate things. Nice. Thank you, goat. Ow. Unfortunately, that goat's time was a little too slow. So thank you very much, Game Code, for the 78 months of Tier 2. Time to make some shawarma from the goats? Afraid I do not know what this is. But thank you for the continued support. Also, thanks for the good luck, Miguel. Thanks for the good luck as well, Mary saying. Also, yeah, Twilight Princess has had, like, quite a few cool things discovered in, like, the past 2 years or so, I would say. Those things don't necessarily have to be useful in, like, every category or even save, like, a ton of time, right? But like, if you just go purely by how long the run is, it can seem like not much is being discovered, but, like, there has actually been quite a lot. Because, like, if you are going by, like, purely how long the any percent run is, for example, like, the only thing, or, like, the one single thing, right, that we know could drastically cut down the any percent time is essentially barrier skip, right? Or early Hyrule Castle. But, like, there are definitely a lot of other things that could be discovered that at least I personally would classify as, like, you know, big finds that are not that and would not save even remotely as much time as early Hyrule Castle would, right? Like, some way to get to the desert early would be pretty big. Or a way of being able to skip ball and chain. Or, I guess, specifically defeating Zant without the ball and chain would also be pretty big. So thanks for the good luck, Reaper Phantom Cloud. Too fast on the pause. Yeah, I mean, Ace has been achieved in other GameCube games, so... Like, there's nothing that says, like, you definitively can't do arbitrary code execution in Twilight Princess, but there has not been any sort of method found for achieving arbitrary code execution. As of our current knowledge. Also, thanks for the good luck, Idrisil. Please stop backflipping. Nice. You found Ace in this game, but you're keeping it secret. Ah, I see. Oh, dang, you found me in this game and you're keeping it a secret. That's impressive. Even I haven't found me in this game. Love bonking there. There are not any leads on how you might perform arbitrary code execution in this game now. I guess, like, the closest thing that happened, even if it's not really close at all, would be, like, the fact that you can, write characters past where the file name is when you input it on the title screen when making a new file. But that doesn't really allow you to write anything useful, because you only have a very limited set of things that you can write. And you also can't write very far, right? You can only write to, like, 248 bytes forward. Whatever happens to be in memory there, which is usually just things related to the graphics of the title screen. Which is how you get eye shredder. Removing the game disc while playing can cause, like, objects to not load. But doing that, otherwise known as CD streaming, is not allowed for speedruns generally. Alright, high fives, Ghost. We'll see you later. Thank you for the good luck. Alright, can the goats not be mean this time? Pretty please. I would like 0 Howards. Well... Okay, that wasn't too bad, I guess. So, thank you very much, Shrubocrant, for the Prime subscription. Do appreciate the continued support. Or not the continued support, the support. So you had subscribed with a different username before, I suppose, but... I don't think people usually end up doing that. So thanks for the good luck JZG link. Oh, you did? Okay. Well, how about that? I guess that kind of sucks because that means you lose, like, the, like, the cumulative month total, but I don't know what you would do in that situation. I don't think Twitch would just let you transfer the cumulative month total. Really, Bo? Really, Bo? I mean, you should be able to just change your username if you want to. Like, you have the option to do that on Twitch. You just can only do it, like, once every 30 days, I think. Or something like that. But yeah, that has been a thing for a while. I don't remember when exactly they implemented it, but it was definitely, like, more than a couple years ago. And yeah, it would make sense if you didn't know that, if you just, like, don't use Twitch very often. Also, thanks for the good luck, Isopod. Thanks for the good luck as well, Epsy. This isn't necessarily the last run of the day if it gets going. If it makes it to, like, double claw shots, then yeah, it would probably be the last run of the day, but if it only makes it to, like, the Elden Twilight, and then I'm, like, 2 minutes behind again, then I would probably do another. Hello, Sly Spartan. Alright, 357 cage break. Pretty good. So congratulations on the name change, Night Flight. I don't like the direction of that goat. Yeah. Oh my god, this guy's all the way over here. Okay, well. Yeah, this guy over here is gonna be a problem. Man. Today's just really not good for the goats. I mean, realistically, I could have kept going with that, but even with perfect bow RNG, I would still be 10 seconds behind. So, like, losing time to goats, if it's, like, bad enough, because it's at such an early point in the run, like, we reset to it, essentially. So, you know, for the same reason that we reset, like if we don't get gate clip within 3 tries, or it's like, even though 3 tries at gate clip is only, like, less than 10 seconds, right? Because it's so early in the run, I don't mind resetting over it. Right, but, you know, if I lost, like, 10 seconds an hour into the run, then, you know, I'd be perfectly fine continuing with that. Also, yes, doing gate clip with the rock is much more consistent than with the Mona. And also much faster. My best goats time is like a high 16 something. I don't remember exactly what, but I've gotten like 16-second goats like a couple of times throughout the years. So thanks for the good luck fanatic masking. How do we know this is really Jim and not an AI drone? I don't know, that's a good question. How do I prove that I'm not an AI drone? Say something only Jim would know. Howard. Clearly an AI drone would not have said Howard at that exact moment, so that's how we know I'm not an AI drone. Also, thanks for the good luck, Luffy Lele. Have I tried to run on Dusklight? I have not done any speedrunning on Dusklight, and I probably won't. Just because I care more about speedrunning on original hardware. Have I seen Jimothy the Raccoon? I think someone mentioned Jimothy the Raccoon sometime recently, but I don't remember the exact details. Alright, well. Not too terrible of a bow, I suppose. We do finally get to continue another run after, like, a half hour of trying to get to the Iron Boots again. I think it's possible to do less than 2 hours and 40 minutes. I mean, yeah, the current record is 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 42 seconds, so... sub 240 is possible. It's just really hard, and it's not something that I would be able to do at the current moment. Like, I'm sure Beast or, like, Badamja or Marco could if they grinded for long enough. Hopefully that worked. It's possible it might have been a bit too far inside. That now seems like it's fine. Well, yeah, the current any percent tasks, the 233 one, that task was made on an older version of Dolphin that does, unfortunately, save, like, 5 minutes on loading times throughout the run or something ridiculous, so... Like, if that run had accurate console loading times, it would actually be like a 238, probably.
Yep. What?
Nice heart. I was a pretty cooperative Hugo, so we will gladly take that. Thanks for the good luck rejected waffles. Also, thanks for the best of luck wafer link. Okay, that should not have worked, but I got lucky, and so it did work. I really like that camera angle, but thankfully we adapted to it fine. Good evening, Boss Lady Trey. Thank you for the good luck. I'm doing alright. Just a little bit tired because my sleep schedule is not great for streaming at the moment. Just ate way too much licorice. How did that happen? Licorice was just that good, I guess. Thanks for the good luck, Stavros. And you ate one piece of licorice. Well, we found someone who doesn't like licorice, I suppose. Not quite sub-21 Master Sword, but that's fine.
You. Do you? You. I. Any good devil. Going to all secret.
How long has Bewildebeest had the record? Generally for quite a while, I think. There was a point last year, I think, where he didn't have it because other people got around to doing runs with Pogate Skip before he did, I think. Aside from that, I think he's had it for, like, at least the past, like, 2 or 3 years. Probably could have skipped killing the spider there, given how it moved, but I didn't think it was gonna move like that. There are other applications of Back in Time that we are unaware of. I mean, it's always possible, but Back in Time in Twilight Princess, at least, has been pretty thoroughly tested. There's not generally, like, a whole lot you can do to begin with, since, it's not like Skyward Sword, where you can select files while you have control of Link. In Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, the moment you go off of the splash screen, you lose control of Link, so... 1, 2, 3... Oh. That's pretty good, especially because we got the good RNG at the start. I'm not aware of Back in Time being useful for getting on the roof fan quickly. Or to the roof fan quickly. 2850. That's pretty good.
If you roll
Thanks for the good luck, Keegan and Soj King. Alright, well. We have successfully pressed the A button. Yippee. Now, if we cannot fail rupee roll again, that would be great. I don't like the direction that yellow rupee is put in. That should pick it up, hopefully. It's a very sketchy rupee position. The brief pause and boomerang throw that we did back in Farron Field was to skip a mailman trigger. So it saves, like, 10 seconds, I think? Or something like that. Well, yeah, so rupee roll, like when the boomerang picks up the rupee, if the rupee is like in the like flashing state that like indicates it's going to be like disappearing soon, if the boomerang picks up the rupee on a frame where it's completely disappeared, like visually, but it's still there, then like it doesn't look like the rupee is in the boomerang because it keeps that exact like state that it's in visually while it's in the boomerang. So that's why sometimes you just don't see the rupee in the boomerang. Or yeah, that's why you don't see the rupee in the boomerang even though it is technically there. So thanks for the good luck fastest. Well, so the sweater that I'm wearing is not available anymore, as far as I'm aware, because it was part of, like, ZSR merch that you could purchase back in, like, 2018, I think. I used to have a Discord hoodie. Or no, I do technically still have the Discord hoodie. It's just that the zipper on it broke. So I don't tend to wear it as much anymore because I can't zip it up. I've never had any YouTube merch, no.
Deal with your neighbor.
I used to also have, like, the Discord partner long sleeve shirt, but at some point I lost that, and I'm not sure how, but... Because that was a good shirt. But now I don't have it anymore. That was also back when Discord gave partner to almost anyone. And it was like, if you were a Twitch partner, you just automatically get Discord partner also. So thanks for the good luck trekking a snove. Do I play games outside of speedrunning? Yes, I do play games outside of speedrunning. But I would say that most of my gaming time is speedrun related. I do not post when I go live on Twitter, no. I used to do that, but I don't do that anymore. My favorite part of the Twilight Princess run is Snow Peak Ruins, because you get to do lots of cool stuff. Also, yeah, Phase, there is a strat where you turn into human and, like, lure the Kargrok into the water, but if you do it wrong, you can end up crashing the game. I should probably sit down and, like, actually grind it at some point, because, like, if you're careful, you shouldn't ever, like, crash the game, but I feel like every time that, or like when I've tried to do it in runs in the past, my rate of crashing the game has been just too high. Oh, that's funny, Lou. Alright, well, best segment for Elden Vessel. I have not been swimming at all this summer, no. I don't really go swimming very often. Oh, that's true. I did go swimming in March, technically. I was at Heroes of Time. But that's also not summer, so... I mean, overall displacement clipping isn't used a whole lot. We don't do our first displacement clip until more than an hour into the run. I think in total we only do like 6 displacement clips. Post to the clip. Not sure I know exactly which clip this is referring to, but sure. Unless it's the, like, bumper video that you're referring to, I guess. My favorite Zelda game to speedrun? Historically, it's been Wind Waker HD, but I haven't actually done speedruns of Wind Waker HD in quite a while.
You gonna do it? Well,
Yeah, that works. Kind of trying to do a side hop there, but sure. I mean, if you really want to, you can Tippy, but I guess I feel like it would be more appropriate if it was like a Twitch clip of the bumper or something. Thank you very much, Jimothy Uchiha, for the $2 super chat. You appreciate it. And yes, you should get yourself a meal. So thanks for the good luck as well. Alright, pretty good Elden Twilight.
want to Mike?
So thanks for the good luck, Kathy in space.
Your birthday come?
miss in HD how you can insta-collect the Tears of Light. Not a whole lot. I mean, it is nice, but... like, because you don't insta-collect the tears in... GameCube, you can also spend that time, like, getting rupees and whatnot. Which is kind of nice. At least for some of them. Obviously, you can't do that for all of them, but... Yeah, I mean, HD is fun. I would probably run HD, or like if some new time save gets found, I would definitely run HD again, but... Flora's Domain. Currently, like, with where my PBs are, the combination of Hogate Skip and, like, early Snow Peak is just kind of rough for doing attempts, because they're both, like, tricks that are very far into the run that, can essentially just kill the run if things go wrong. What? How did we jump attack and not face the bug? Oh, hello, rubies. Also, hello, failing to collect tier. I wouldn't say that I, like, hate going to the dentist, no. Granted, I don't think going to the dentist is, like, fun, but I don't particularly mind it. Cat just joined you on the bed, and she's watching the stream too. Excellent. Another cat that I can add to the list of cats that enjoy watching my stream. Well. Alright, Pippi, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Get that. Really? Well. Oh, I lost. attack. Not jump attack. Alright, well, that was kind of dumb, but... oh well. Exactly 1 hour, Lineru Twilight. Ah, no, the time loss there was not RNG related. It was related to me pressing A before having held back for a frame, like I was supposed to. So thanks for the good luck, Black Jacoop. What the heck? No. Bro. Man. Okay. I was kind of worried about that because of how close together they were, but... So thanks for the good luck as well, Kimi and Wraith. This is not world record pace, no. I'm like, I think a minute or so behind what the current record is at like this point in the run. Midna is not on our back because Midna doesn't appear on your back in the non-Twilight until you complete Midna's Desperate Hour. So, therefore, no Midna. Because it's true that it would be much easier to defeat those Shadow Beasts if we had Midna on our back. But unfortunately, we do not. That's too early. Man. Well, now we're going to be behind a claw shot. Cool. I don't know how to go down there after that happens. I guess maybe I don't have to hold all the way. All the way down or something? Regardless, sucks either way. No, really? Man. It's always the claw shot segment. Seriously. Take any damage.
1, 2.
Ow. Really? How does that keep happening? Well, unsurprisingly, the claw shot segment was once again where things went wrong. So, unfortunately, I think that'll be it for today, but I guess I really just need to practice, like, specifically stealing the bomb bag through entering Lakebed Temple, because, well, I guess actually entering Lakebed Temple, I know exactly what the problem was, but for the Shadow Beasts and the Kargarok bonk clip, I need to improve my consistency, so thank you guys all for watching. I will see you guys on Saturday, so, yeah. Goodbye.